What if I told you that everything you need to start your own pizza business could begin with just one pizza? One pizza made in your home kitchen, given away for free to one person. That's it. You don't need a culinary degree. You don't need a restaurant investor. You don't even need fancy equipment to get started. You need a plan, you need passion, and a mindset that says, yes, I can do this. This is for the dreamers, the grinders, the ones who say, I've got something to offer. I just need a shot. Let's talk about how you can build your own pizza shop from zero. No money, no experience, just drive. We're going to walk through the real steps to go from your first homemade pizza to a side hustle to a pop up stand and eventually to your own pizza shop with a line out the door. This is going to take work. Don't be fooled. It takes sacrifice. But if you've got the spark, this will give you the fire. So let's start with the first thing that matters, the pizza itself. You're going to have to start with the basic dough. Let's say 500 grams of flour, 325 grams of water, 10 grams of salt, 2 grams of yeast, and 15 grams of olive oil. Now, you'll notice we're using grams instead of cups and tablespoons, and that's on purpose. So, when it comes to pizza dough, precision matters, and grams give you way more accuracy. A cup of flour, it can vary wildly depending on how you scoop it. But 500 grams, that's exact. And that's precision is the secret to consistency in your crust. Trust me, I've played with this 1,000 times. Now, depending on how you scoop it, but 500 grams, that's exact. And that's precision is the secret to consistency in your crust. Trust me, I've played with this 1,000 times. Now, this is just a quick, easy dough recipe to get you started. But there are endless variations out there. Some use sourdough starters, others use different hydration levels or fermentation times. So don't be afraid to experiment. Try a few, tweak the timing, and get a feel for what works for your taste buds. The dough is more important than the ingredients. It's science and it's love. Be patient, let the process teach you. And over time, you'll not only get better, you'll create something that's uniquely yours. So let this dough rise for about 24 hours in the refrigerator. Keep a notebook, okay? Tweak one variable at a time. Flour type, hydration, proof time. You have to keep a book of notes. That's what the pros do. Let's test different sauces as well. Crushed San Marzano tomatoes, add a little garlic, fresh garlic, and a little bit of good salt. You can do a spicy arrabbiata sauce. With cheeses, I would start with the mozzarella. Then try blends with provolone, fontina, even vegan options if you so choose to. But these are going to add different layers of flavor. Make a couple pizzas every day for at least 2 weeks. You got to build up some repetition and precision and consistency in your passion of pizza. So track every reaction you get and log down what works. And then what I really want you to do, and this is how you're going to get proof of concept, is you have to get feedback. So at first, if you're making pizza at home, I suggest giving it away for free. All you want in return is feedback, right? Good or bad. So feedback is king in my book. So good or bad. You'll use this feedback as free market research. It's invaluable to have honest responses from real people who actually tasted your pizza. So I suggest starting with family and friends, and then if you feel ready, branch out to your social media followers. And then set specific days and times for like a first come, first serve deal. Okay. This is going to build anticipation by letting people know that they're part of something that's exclusive. Your launch journey, that feeling of involvement creates brand loyalty before you even sold your first slice. So encourage them to share their thoughts and even better, post pictures and tag you on social media. Word of mouth in that digital age is a powerful launch tool. And it starts with generosity and connection. So don't launch yet. You're going to give away your pizzas to like 10 to 20 people. Ask for that real feedback. What's your honest first reaction? What would make it a 10 out of 10? And how much would you pay for this pizza? Set up Google form or use a notebook. Treat this like data. This is your MVP, minimum viable pizza. Okay. And then you want to get into branding and social media. Now, this is free marketing. Again, before you even sell, start sharing. Film your journey in your own kitchen. Document everything. Your first dough failed. You didn't make a great dough? Show it, document it. Document like your sauce taste tests as well. Your home kitchen setup. Use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Tell your story. Show your personality. Share your mission. Start a free brand kit. You can use Canva. Make a logo and create consistent visual vibes on your social media platforms. Use hashtags like homemade pizza, from scratch, or small business journey, and post every day. This is going to build community before your first sale. Showing your journey from scratch creates a deep connection with your audience, especially in today's content driven world. People aren't just buying pizza, they're buying into your story, your hustle, your authenticity. This kind of storytelling builds trust and loyalty. Your early followers often become your biggest supporters and first paying customers. So don't underestimate this part. It's not just marketing, it's relationship building. And then part four, start selling locally, small scale with a big heart. Before you even start selling locally, it's critical to make sure you're operating legally and safely. I definitely suggest that you check your local and state food laws. Every region has different rules about selling homemade food. In many cases, you'll need to get a food handler's permit and possibly what they call a cottage food license. A smart move is to find a licensed commercial kitchen eventually, and that rents space by the hour. So these spaces allow you to prepare, store food in a way that meets the health department standards. And rates could usually range, and don't quote me, it could be 20, 30, $40 an hour. And this also opens the door for insurance coverage, local event participation, and legal peace of mind. Trust me, take care of all that legal and health department and permits. Make sure you take care of that all the correct way. Always line up your permits and kitchen access before you begin selling. Now, we're building a brand here and a reputation. Your reputation is everything. And if someone gets sick, even if it's not your fault, you want to be protected. So, doing things the right way from the start shows professionalism, it protects your future, and it builds trust with your customers. Start selling, like I says, to friends, family, and local followers. Offer pickup windows and deliver locally. Set a cap. Maybe you do 10 pizzas per weekend. That's going to build that anticipation up. Drop opens on Friday, closes when sold out. Price each pizza, maybe $12 to $15. Use the profit to buy better ingredients and supplies. And track every order. And send handwritten thank you notes when appropriate. Ask for those testimonials, though. Maybe you can give a little bit of a discount for a testimonial that's posted on social media. Use those for content. And then part five, you're going to move into a pop up mode. So let's say you apply to set up at local breweries. They may not be selling food, but they have a good crowd that's enjoying themselves and drinking beer. You can pop at farmers markets. What about street fairs? Every community has something going on all year round. And rent to those things are like $50 to $150 a day, depending on the footprint size of your spot that you want to get into. And then you can bring your own pizza ovens, maybe one of those own unis, 300, $500. You bring a tent, canopy, folding table, a menu board, and cooler for ingredients. And this is where the momentum kicks in. You'll serve probably 50 to 100 people a weekend. Get video reactions, build up that hype. People love food, people love local food, people love sharing. And then finally, I suggest you level up to a shared or even a ghost kitchen. So when you outgrow your home and maybe you're tired of doing all these little pop ups, look for shared kitchens. These are commercial spaces. They usually rent hourly, and you'll get commercial equipment to use that you're not footing the bill for. Keeps your startup costs down. Make sure you have a legal prep space. That's what it's going to give you. You're going to have the health permits because the person who runs that kitchen will have health permits, and you'll have the business permits. So with this, you can start selling via Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. You're going to get online on all those menus. You start applying for all of them, and your brands will be posted right next to the big boys. When it's a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon, people will come to you. And then you can expand your production to weekday lunches and dinner. And then you can add a point of sale system like Square or Toast. And you start tracking sales. Analyze which pizzas are the best sellers. Now, you're not just a hobbyist, you're a business person now. Look at that. And part 7, build your menu and know your numbers. Keep in mind, if you've ever watched an episode of like Shark Tank, you know the first question investors ask: what are your numbers? You have to know your food costs. That's your baseline. But it doesn't stop there. Once you've got your pizza costs down, you need to understand your overhead, licenses, equipment, rent, utilities, insurance, and possibly labor. You have to pay yourself, and maybe you have someone else that's going to be helping you. And you should be able to calculate what it costs you to run your business per hour. And then that's how much you know you're going to need each and every day to break even, and what it's going to really take to take home profits. So learning your numbers takes the guesswork and emotion out of decision making. It gives you clarity and control. Numbers don't lie. The more you know, the more confident and successful you'll be. Let's make some big profits and keep it tight. Menu, 3 to 5 signature pizzas. Test some specials maybe once a month and let customers vote on what they want to see next. Remember, cost is everything. Dough can be 50 to 70 cents. Sauce could be another 30 to 50 cents. Cheese could be $1, $1.50. Toppings, your cost, it could be 50 cents to $2, depending on the ingredient. So always track your margin. If a pizza costs $4 to make and sells at $14, you have $10 to work with. Factor in labor, packaging, and delivery fees. The profit isn't guesswork, it's math. Okay? Part 8, save, fund, and open your shop. You've made and sold hundreds of pizzas by this time. You've built a loyal customer base. You've gotten real results. So now you can crowdfund, you can start pitching investors, and you can apply for local small business grants or loans. Let's just say a small shop build out may cost between $60,000 and $120,000. You want to start really small footprint, counter service, limited seating, if any, and a strong takeout flow. Try to negotiate rent, buy used equipment if they allow it, hire lean. Don't hire a bunch of people that you may not need, and focus on customer experience, quality, speed, and the vibe of your new shop. And then the big bonus, you build a community, not just a shop. Throw free pizza nights, launch a loyalty club, partner with local artists or musicians. This isn't just about pizza, it's about you sharing your story and serving your city. By preserving and documenting your journey, you're doing more than building a business. You may just change someone else's life. Someone out there stuck in doubt might see your hustle, your grind, and your first pizza and believe they can do it too. Your actions can spark action in others. Now, that's the real impact. You don't need a big break. You don't need one bold step. That first pizza, it could unlock your purpose. That home oven, it could be the birthplace of a movement. Every shop you've ever seen, it started with someone just like you who tried. So try. Go out, make your first pizza, share it, learn, grow, repeat. Hey, if this sparks something in you, and if you can see yourself in this journey, don't let it pass. Like this video, share it with the future pizza founder, and subscribe for more real talk, step-by-step game plans, and inspiration built for self-starters. You've got this. Your first pizza could be the one that changes everything. Let's make it happen.